his earthly ministry in Jerusalem, now let me read St. Luke, and I also know that it does say that he knew the Old Testament really well. So there's more liberation, more freedom in knowing the rules and laws of life, so to speak. He was a Greek physician, so he was a Greek physician. So, what does that mean? He probably spoke Greek. According to the tradition, a talented painter. He had a talent for painting. Now, this is where it gets so fascinating. St. Luke became one of the 70 apostles, traveled to St. Paul on the second missionary journey, as described in the Acts of the Apostles. St. Luke wrote the Gospel of St. Luke, documenting accurately the historical events of Jesus' life. The Acts of the Apostles, which focused on what happened immediately after Jesus' resurrection, as the Christian faith began to spread. Some accounts believe St. Luke was crucified in Thebes. So this is cool because this is an Eastern Orthodox book. And we don't have the exact answer, but I'm just going to read it. Some accounts believe St. Luke was crucified in Thebes on an olive tree. So my first hunch is that's what actually happened. And then yet, other accounts state that this also could have also happened. The other accounts state that he peaceably reposed at 84. Yeah, and then the highlights here, fascinating facts. St. Luke was highly educated from an early age in medicine, painting, languages, and philosophy, and the laws of the Jews. Painting, languages, philosophy, medicine, and the law of the Jews. St. Luke returned to Greece after his missionary journeys and became Bishop of Thebes. So, Bishop of Thebes. And I was asking if one of these guys was Greek. Did you get the picture yet? St. Luke is Greek. He returned to Greece in missionary journey and became Bishop of Thebes. If he wasn't Greek, he spoke it fluently. So, and he was Greek. He ordained priests and deacons and established churches. Dude, St. Luke is a big-time Orthodox Christian saint. St. Luke was the first icon. This is where also I'm standing before some very important information. That's why as Orthodox, we like to use our bodies to worship, and